The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
25, check 25, check 25.
Check 31, check 31. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check that.
On first down, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Room here to run. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Let's go, defense.
Mahomes to throw on third and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on third and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on third and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, third and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
21.
Right there.
Garoppolo on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
Here we go,
So
here we
the
go.
big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
Don't be mad.
Here we go.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, a run with Breida. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball,
21.
and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans.
Here we go.
You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
6-0 our score after one.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. 4 down.
21.
36. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
12, fellas. Here we go.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Throwing up first is Garoppolo. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy
Here we
to
go,
have
here we go,
back.
here we go.
There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Check, Mike.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Here we go.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Breida, and he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to convert on 4th to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 53's the Mike. 53.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Touchdown, baby.
Ross Dwelly there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Okay, baby, I see you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Hey, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now he's forced out, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Williams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Gets this one to Hill. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. It's a party now.
They do go for it. It's going below. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. That's a lot, Eddie.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former #7 overall pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
James now to return. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Here we go, here we go, here
In
we
need
go.
of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Echo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
General West.
Check, check. Fresno.
11.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
11.
53, Mike.
I got it.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Buzz. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, man.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Smooth. 54.
So don't say nothing.
Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
65.
Mike, 54. Mike, 54. I'm coming. Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To throw is Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come get some. He don't want it.
Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Right. Yellow. Come on, 80.
54 Mike. Watch the back and watch the back.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now McCoy. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Come on. Come on. That's how you hit. That's how you hit. That's right.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.